Okay, Taurus, May 14th to June 19th, Emerald, Alexandrite, Bull, Kidney, Thymus, Friday, Venus, Copper, Jasper. This is before they switched over to the 12 zodiacs. Okay, let's see what we can get for Taurus. Political protester. Maybe somebody's really into protesting or they advocate for certain political parties. I personally am not too much into that, but that's just a biased opinion. A lot of people like politics. Maybe you're into politics. Okay. We've got the Lovers in the upright. And then we got the Six of Swords. Are you mixing pleasure with politics? Probably not the best choice, but hey, to each their own. And it can be in a professional manner. It doesn't mean it has to be necessarily a romantic relationship, but Lovers usually indicates that. But we've also got balance between the two. And then we've got the guidance as well. Spiritual guidance above there. And then 1 after 5, that's 6. So that could also be 9. So maybe that's your path life number, or maybe you're Cancerian. Something to do with sheep's clothing, like what is that? Wolf in sheep's clothing. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Have patience. Maybe you want to get away from the politics, or you're keeping something from the general public. You're not sharing with the rest of these people up here what's going on. You're kind of keeping it separate. That could be emotional too. Doesn't necessarily have to mean like physical. It could just be emotional connection with the person that you have. Okay, what other cards can we get for Taurus here? Need unfulfilled, or is a need? Need, group order. Maybe you're not allowed as two people to be involved with each other. Maybe it's two separate parties if it's political. What else can we get? Popular, commonly used as ordinary form of language. Demotic, vernacular, popular, fashionable, en vogue, popular feeling, public opinion. So maybe you're worried about other people's opinions, or this other person is, and it could be two separate parties. Maybe you have the similar views, or the way you want to see things go, because everything's changing right now, but maybe due to popular belief or how the general public would see certain things, you don't really want to go in that direction because you're afraid if that gets exposed, it might tarnish your reputation. Or maybe two parties joining together would inflict or be conflict on everything that's ever been in politics, because it's always one pitted against the other, right? It's never usually both of them coming together. I don't think I've seen too many of that, but then again, I don't watch too much TV and I'm not really into politics myself. What else do we got? Panage or panage, right of a violin to pasture, and on farms, again doing in woodland. Landlord or ownership of property, paid for, the rights to. Pardoner, a layman commissioned to sell. Indulgences. What else can we get? I'm not picking too much up on that one. Pisciform, Pish. So that could be Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or maybe you yourself are Pisces. We got Pisciform, which is in the shape of fish. You know, that little symbolic thing people usually put on their bumpers too. That could be something as well. That has to do with religion, though, I believe. Like the Jesus fish or something like that. So I don't know if this is a mix between like politics and religion, or there's some sort of contrast there between the two. And maybe you and this other person have the similar views, but because both parties are for or against certain things, it's making it more difficult to collaborate together. Or maybe you don't want people knowing you're collaborating. Fox hunter, scarlet coat, pink. So that's crown chakra. Maybe this has to do with your crown chakra, or maybe your own bloodline or journey or destiny or anything that has to do with that. Or maybe you need to activate your crown chakra, get more in touch with your spiritual aspect or your connection with source, whatever you want to call it, whether you're spiritual or religious. There needs to be some form of connection there. Use your intuition. Listen to your gut instinct. Discern the difference, especially if you're getting a bunch of information all at once, either from this other person or just the whole situation in general. Listen to your intuition. If you're being told to make a certain judgment call or make a certain move, like in chess, then do so. Listen to your gut. If you go against it and you don't listen to your higher self, then you may end up like regretting that later on down the road. But that's just my opinion. If you want to take it, if not, leave it. Almond. In the shape of amygdaloid. So almond shape, that could be third eye as well. The whole idea almond. If you translate that into French, all worlds, that could be symbolic for eye itself. Almonds, I know a lot of people take them to cleanse themselves internally, but they can also be used as a form of like a source trigger. So let's say you do fasting or something, and then all of a sudden you eat almonds and you get like a little bit of a euphoria from eating it, like some people do with eating spicy foods or something like that. Use that as your key to tap into like maybe a higher vibrational frequency, or just a source of protein if that's what you're looking for as well. That could be your go-to snack. Who knows? Almonds are really good for you. I know that much. But that is the third eye chakra as well. What else can we get for that? Victory. Whatever it is that you're... Okay, there's sirens in the background. Whatever it is, maybe you need to speak some truth, and you and this other person are going to start speaking out what's been going on behind the scenes, especially in a political situationship there. If you and this other person collaborate together and you understand that there's some shady shit going on, you want to come together and divulge the truth, by all means, I support you, and hopefully you'll be victorious in doing so and bringing down certain people that are not doing the right thing. What else we got here? Yeah. These are usually traditional, old ways of thinking, maybe even the old system, the matrix, whatever you want to call it. Hierophant, the one that usually has the judgment call. It can even go so far as to say Pope, but not necessarily. Technically, usually a very good person that has mastered themselves, somebody that gets their own divine guidance. See on either side there, from both sides, the right and left side of the brain, not just one-sided. So this could have, like, I get a lot of good intention on this. Whoever this is, this could be you yourself, and whatever judgment call you want to make, you've got the guidance and it's leading you forward. 5, symbolic for change. This upside down here, also very similar to TAURUS, which is strength, willpower, power, speed, desire, courage, ox, and energy. See this here? It has another shape as well, this one. So for that rune, it can be drawn 2 ways. It can be like this, almost like a square shape type of N, or it could be like this, like as if you were to draw an A, but not put the cross through it. And that's 5 in Roman numerals. A lot of people watching in the background. So you have a whole community here in the back, maybe dependent on whatever decisions you're making. Maybe you're part of like city council or some sort of politics or religion there. A combination of the two. You stand in red shoes. So that would be root chakra. That is like the whole willpower, being for self, like legacy, moving forward, doing what it is that you need to do to move forward, having faith in yourself, like the whole idea of existence and whatever you need to do for you in order to move forward. Get as much rest as you can. Take the time to make whatever decisions you can. Speak to this other person, probably in private instead of just making it public. Make a decision first before you go forward. Reel. A bobbin for thread, a revolving appliance for winding a fish line, staggering motion, a lively Scottish dance, to wind up upon, to reel to stagger. This could be the whole idea of fish on a hook, or maybe you've been reeling in some information. This could be public too, like social media, like how they have the reels and stuff. Maybe you're going to be launching something or releasing something publicly that's valid information that the public needs to know. So if you're going to do that, choose your words wisely and definitely speak your truth. Don't hold back, because if a lot of people are going to be affected by this information, it's no use keeping it to yourself, because that's also a decision as well. And you don't want I wouldn't want the negative karma behind that if it's really important, especially for everybody when it comes to politics. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, if you can agree, that we don't all get to hear because too many people are afraid to come forward and speak the truth. So if you have somebody else behind the scenes that's willing to join up and join forces together with you, by all means do so. Yeah. This doesn't necessarily mean somebody's going to pass away. It very well could. There could be somebody that's on the brink of, but it could be a death of a way of thinking and a rebirth of a new. So kind of like ego death, or just a thought process, old ways, old patterns, or something like that that you need to release, let go of in order to move forward. So if there's an old way, like the traditions, like the Hierophant, and a certain way that things have been done, especially in politics or religion or anything like that, and you want to break the cycle and maybe speak the truth, there may or may not be some people that are going to be affected by this. Hopefully not to the extreme, but this could also be if things are not set out also. So keep that in mind. Whatever decision you make it with good intent, whatever intention you have behind it, because words do have meaning and they're very powerful, and when you speak them, make sure there's good intention behind them. So it's not to mislead anybody, it's to say what you need to say to get whatever message across you need to get for those, especially if it comes to the public or having to divulge certain information. Okay, what else can we get? Okay. What can we get for Taurus? Inherent in very structure of the economy, society, or like as unemployment might be structural. Okay, so economy, society, societal, and the structure of. So that could be very well like a city or a council, or even like a township or a county, whatever you want to call it. Like the as unemployment might be structural. Okay, what else can we get? Stairs. Interesting. I get the whole idea. Stairs. So maybe working your way up the ladder, working your way up the steps. This can be symbolic for DNA as well, like the ladder with there's latter with T's and ladder with D's. So any information that's passed down, maybe you have specific gifts, talents, or abilities, and you've been getting certain downloads or information that you need to be able to share and express. Write it down, make a reel of it, or do whatever you need to do. Do your research as well and study and find out what exactly that you need, how you can translate it. Let's say you get certain ideas or information, you want to be able to speak it to the public or collaborate with another person, find a way to translate it so that it is complete thought and whatever it is that you need to express, draw a diagram, whatever you need. Or maybe this is stepping your way up corporate ladder as well. Make sure you're doing it with good intention. There is a lot of people that step over others just to make their way to the top, and I understand leaving people behind is one thing, but crushing others to get to the top is not necessarily. So hopefully this is not you, or this is somebody you know. Just be mindful of that, okay? Step, a stage, a degree in gradual progression, a gradation. Step in straight staircase. Step in a winding staircase. Step taken place on one foot. This could be going on your own journey as well. You could be taking the necessary steps to heal yourself or do whatever it is internally. Placing one foot ahead of the other and touching the other. Stepped in formation as of soldiers or ships in offset parallel rows. Stepping on toes while walking as horses do. So maybe by saying what it is that you need to say, you could be stepping on some toes. It happens when you speak the truth. So don't let that deter you from doing the right thing, okay? Let's go to the past life oracle deck for Taurus. Let's get a couple past life oracle deck for Taurus. Trust and faith. Regardless of whether or not you're religious, at least have trust in yourself, have faith in yourself, listen to your intuition, and do what's best for you and those around you. What's going to benefit and help yourself as well as others. Not necessarily in a selfish way, but definitely have a lot of trust there. As you can see, this figurine is like in shadow form, and then you see the light shining from behind it. So what light needs to be shed upon certain information has to come out regardless. And it looks like originally the statue was holding something, but it currently doesn't have anything. It's empty-handed. So maybe you had hold of something or some knowledge, or you had a specific kind of weapon, and I don't mean physical, not like a sword or anything, but you had something that you could use that maybe you can't anymore. Don't be disheartened by that. You could still figure something else out. Okay, what else we got? Also ask if you are spiritual or religious. Ask for help. Do whatever you need to do. What else can we get for past life oracle card for Taurus? What else can we get for Taurus? Ships. Interesting. So whatever commodities or something, maybe economic. Maybe this is the stocks, the trading. This is past life oracle deck, so maybe your experience previously was maritime. Maybe you get more into the maritime law, figure out more about that, especially if you're in politics. Find out what you need to find out for information. Like I said, put it all together first before you approach or speak whatever you need to speak. Something might be coming into you as well. This could be in the literal form of information that's getting passed down to you. So whatever it is, there's movement forward, and it's seems like a positive, very, very firm foundation. The wind's blowing. These masts are all set up there. So whatever direction you're headed in, you already kind of know what the outcome's going to be. Doesn't look like that you're slowing down. What else we got? Whatever knowledge that you may have from anything. Let's say you're very talented at boating or something like that. Whatever this, I know this doesn't sound like it makes sense, but whatever knowledge you have from like a sort of skill or an ability, or let's say a hobby or something, take that and apply it to whatever you're dealing with for your job, or whatever the situation is, if that makes sense. So whatever skills, let's say from being somebody that knows how to run a ship or take care of a ship or something like that, take those skills and apply it to whatever the situation it is to come up with a solution, if that makes sense. Get your peace and finances. Again, this could have to do with politics or the stock market or something like that. When it comes to money, people can be really, really greedy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. This could be in the form of what would you call that? It's almost like a spiritual inheritance as well. So your energy itself could be very abundant in whatever it needs to manifest. Or this could be the other person that you're dealing with. You realize they're really good with money, they're really good at making decisions, and that's why you want to collaborate. Or maybe they're going to be helping you out. But financially speaking, this could be something that generationally you're always going to be coming into because of your bloodline or whatever good karma has been passed down to you. Those would be the good lessons that were learned and the good things done in the past as well. So you could be reaping the rewards of this, but you also want to share it with the community, and you don't want certain people up top, depending on whatever they're doing, to follow through with maybe some more shady shit that's going on behind the scenes. Okay. Now for the love tarot. Let's go the love section over here for Taurus. Let's get something for the singles. What can we get for Taurus singles? Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Okay. Take time to go within, do things that you enjoy doing. This girl here is reading, so maybe you enjoy doing research or looking up certain things just to learn. And then we've got kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. So for Taurus, whatever the love life has that you either are currently experiencing or you're wanting to come in, you seem to be manifesting just fine. Like I said, the ship's card was there. Whatever's coming in is coming in, or maybe you're currently dealing with a person. This could be the other person that you're working with in the politics that you are really wanting to collaborate and maybe come together to break the cycles, to bring down those that are making decisions for the rest of us and not such a good intention. Yeah, giving and receiving, there's equal share here. This could also have to do with finances as well. Unconditional love, so there's like no holding back. Could be of an emotion as well. Focus on self-worth. You know your worth, you know your value. Time to heal and shadow work. Maybe you're starting to dabble more into this. This could be the whole going up the ladder and steps as well, taking your time to ascend and graduate, especially emotionally. What else can we get for Taurus? Hand of cards. Ooh, so what hand you're holding? Take a chance, risk, be strategic. Again, like I said, options, not showing hands, so poker face, and gambling. So this may feel like a gamble. Whatever you're getting into may feel like a bit of a risk. Sometimes risks are rewarding. So definitely make sure it's calculated and make sure you're taking the necessary steps, and you're also doing the research that you need to and collaborating. And these two cards coming out, like honestly, old traditions, right? Old ways, rulings, and stuff like that. This energy doesn't feel bad, but like it could just be like an old view of how things are supposed to be. Like, okay, well, in politics, things are supposed to be a certain way. Well, things need to change because the cycles keep repeating, right? So maybe like a death to old cycles. And we get 4 runes for Taurus. Council. Again, I seen the word council popping up. 4 runes for Taurus. That's 3. I need 1 more. Again, like be calculated before you make certain judgment calls, right? Before you speak certain things. We got a blank one. That's the moon. That's to be left unseen. To be left unseen. Maybe you're worried about speaking it out. Whatever is hidden behind the scenes to come out. Don't go back on it now. Certain people are put in certain positions so that they can speak the truth. What do we got here? Perthol, luck. Okay, pawn, magic, mystery, feminine, holding or hidden things, uncertain chance, gamble, initiation, love, destiny, and journey. This could be a test of yours. Do you speak the truth or do you keep it in? The letter P, and then we've got yellow for solar plexus, and we got green for heart chakra. These could be the chakras that you're in, any of the ones that I stated, or ones that you need to work on. What else we got for Taurus? Wunjo, joy, ecstasy, success, fellowship, peace, pleasure, glory, comfort, serenity. That's V and W. That's green and yellow. Again, heart chakra and solar plexus. Very nice. That's 2 in a row. What else do we got here? I haven't had that one in a while. Am I looking at that one? Yeah, I was. You, strength. Didn't I say at the very beginning something to do with the sheep's clothing? Strength. I was. Strength, stability, denial, defense, tree of life. That has to do with the Akashic records and a lot of knowledge passed down. I, the third eye. Trustworthiness, protection, motivation, reliability, enlightenment. This could be your moment. Transformation, turning point. And the letter is I and Y. And you got green and pink. So you got heart chakra again. And then you've got crown chakra, which we discussed earlier. Okay.